rides in fast with a mic in hand, boots on the ground, he's taking a stand. Talking top ropes and a steel cage fight, Dr. Love's bringing passion every Saturday night. From Nashville bars to the squared up stage, he's calling out legends, flipping the page with a cowboy hat and a wild red heart. He's been loving wrestling from the very start. Yeah. He's Dr. Love, the American cowboy, taking down hate and bringing the joy. From pile drivers to a power bomb kiss, ain't nothing sweeter than a suplex bliss. Red, white, and boots of flame. Aaron loves wrestling, riding that fame. He's breaking the rules, but he's always true. This cowboy's heart bleeds red, white, and blue. Turn up the heat when the lights go low. He's calling matches like a rodeo show with a rebel soul and a wild man's grin. If you step to the mic, you ain't gonna win. He's got love for the stories and love for the fight. Late night talks under neon lights. He'll walk that line between rough and refined. Dr. Love's got a lariat and a mastermind. Yeah, he's Dr. Love, the American cowboy, running on passion, not just a ploy. With fire in his voice and truth in his eyes, he's calling it live where the legend lies. Red, white, and boots of flame. Aaron loves wrestling, riding that fame. From the buckle to the brawl, he stands so tall. Dr. Love's here to give it his all. Yeah. So raise your glass to the rebel host, to the cowboy doctor we all love most. From heartbreak heels to fan favorite cheers, he's been riding with wrestling for all these years. Dr. Love, the American cowboy. This ain't just a show, it's a power bomb blow. He rides in fast with a mic in hand, boots on the ground, he's taking a stand. Talking top ropes and a steel cage fight, Dr. Love's bringing passion every Saturday night. From Nashville bars to the squared up stage, he's calling out legends, flipping the page with a cowboy hat and a wild red heart. He's been loving wrestling from the very start. Lights go down, the bell's about to ring. Aaron's in the booth talking about everything from WWE to you, classics and the rest. You know he's got the passion and he's bringing you the best. Aaron loves wrestling, feel that heat. Every finisher pop and heat.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Aaron Loves Wrestling Podcast here, and I'm your host, Dr. Love himself, Aaron, and I am here talking about AEW Dynamite and Collision last night, and also my predictions for AEW WrestleDream this Saturday night. And I can't wait for that, doing a watch along for that as well. So be ready for AEW WrestleDream. We are talking about AEW Dynamite Collision tonight. Get yourself some Prince Nana coffee. That's right, Prince Nana coffee. The link is in the description. Link is in the description. Go to that link, get yourself some delicious Prince Nana coffee. I highly recommend it. It's really good. Also, get yourself some W Energy and use promo code Air Loves Wrestling and get 10% off of your purchase. And then also, my personal favorite, my go-to before and after workout, for podcasts, for a watch along, just to chill, play games, or watch something. I drink. That's I drink with the Q. I drink with the Q. Really delicious. I highly recommend it. No caffeine, none. No caffeine, but clean energy. Go to their website. You can read more about it and order yourself some of these cases of the delicious I drink. You got the blue can, which is the regular. You got the white can, which is your low sugar. They both taste great. Again, I highly recommend them. Get yourself some I drink. That's I drink with the Q.com. All right, now let's get into AEW Dynamite and Collision. I'm ready for AEW WrestleDream. Looking like a good show. So I'm going to have some great matches this weekend. So let's get into this. We begin and kick out the show with Timeless Tony Storm and Chris Statlander. And it was a great promo to open the show. Great opening segment here. Tony Storm and Chris Statlander, they're great on the mic and they're great in the ring. And then they had a little brawl in the ring, and that was it. I'm excited for this match. I'm expecting Statlander to retain the championship. I don't see it being put back on Tony Storm. I'm expecting Statlander to retain the AEW Women's World Championship this Saturday. I'll get into that and the AEW WrestleDream Preview and predictions later. But great opening segment by these two. This was also a 3-hour Dynamite and Collision. So great show. I had to rewatch it today. Had to rewatch it earlier today. But it was a great show for both Dynamite and Collision. 3 hours. I love 3 hours of Dynamite. It needs to be 3 hours. we got the Hurt City. We hurt people. Going to get against Gates of Agony of the Demand. And this was a great tag team match. I enjoyed this tag team match. It was really good. Loved it. We had the Gates of Agony come out on top. So are they going to win this Saturday, or the Hurt Syndicate going to win this Saturday in the trios match? I don't know. But I would imagine the winner of this match would be the next in line for the World Trios Championships. And if the Demand win, to me, in my opinion, it'd be solid for them to win the AEW World Trios Championship. Next, we got Jon Moxley and Darby Allin face to face in an awesome segment backstage, and it was like in this holding jail for a cell holding where you have inmates interviewing through the glass, and it was really cool. They were talking back and forth, and Jon Moxley was like, "I'm gonna make you, I want to try and make you quit, but I know something you can't do, but I'm gonna make you quit." But he said that Darby explained that he could not trust John Moxley after what he did to Bryan Danielson last year at WrestleDream. So, will this all come to an end at this year's WrestleDream? We will see. And then after, Pac, he came out back from the back out of nowhere, out of the shadows, like he was Batman, and he just started going after Darby Allin and beating him up, and then smearing Darby Allin's blood and everywhere. And like I said, this was a great segment. Great segment. I love segments like this. It was really good, out of the box, not traditional at all, but it was a great segment. I enjoyed it. And then we had Castagnoli going 1-on-1 against Roderick Strong in a fantastic wrestling match. I enjoyed this match. The match was a great match in my opinion. Claudio Castagnoli is a great wrestler. So is Roderick Strong, and they had a great match in here. But Castagnoli of Death Riders come out on top for the win. Enjoyed this match. I give it a good solid A. The Hurt Syndicate, Gates of Agony. I give that good solid. I give that solid A as well. Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express. To me, this was an A++, just because of Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express alone teaming up one another. It's great to see Kenny Omega back. Happy birthday, by the way, to Kenny Omega. It is his birthday, so everybody wish Kenny a happy birthday. But it's great to see Omega back in AEW, as always. So I love that Kenny Omega teamed up with Jurassic Express to go up against the Don Callis family, against Hechicero and Josh Alexander. Excuse me. Hechicero, Josh Alexander, and it was a great match indeed. I enjoyed this match from start to finish. Again, trios match all the way, start to finish. It was a fun match for me. It was a fun match for me. Again, I always love seeing Kenny Omega back and seeing him teamed up with Jurassic Express, which Jurassic Express, it was it's great to see them back as a tag team. I really do. I enjoy it. Really glad to see them back as a tag team because, they're sadly missed. They were missed, in my opinion. They were missed in AEW, and to see them return at AEW all out with the return of Jack Perry, it was really awesome. And then we get to see them come back, and then we could see them tag team last week, and of course it was ruined by the Young Bucks, but we could see them tag team, and it was great. It was. And going up against Don Callis family and Mark Davis, which I haven't seen him in a while, Josh Alexander and Hechicero. It was really good trios match, and I'm glad to see again Kenny Omega return. And we were hoping to get him at WrestleDream. The talk was against Andrade after Andrade attacked him, but with this whole contract situation going on, they got squashed. So no Kenny Omega for WrestleDream as we thought we were going to get. And of course, no Andrade, and probably not going to have Andrade for an entire year, which is sad. Hope that gets lifted, and I hope it doesn't happen. We can see Andrade back in AEW because I think Andrade fits in AEW, but we will see. But I give this again A++. These two are this trio tag team match was great. Then we had Jamie Hayter go up against Sky Blue in a great women's wrestling match. Hayter defeated Sky Blue by pinfall, but it was a great wrestling match. After the match, we got Tekla in Mexico for CMLL. She's over there right now, and she gave her little promo before the Tekla and Jamie Hayter's match at WrestleDream this Saturday, which I think is going to be a great match in itself as well. But Sky Blue, Jamie Hayter had a great wrestling match. Jamie Hayter, hopefully she will win the AEW Women's World Championship next after Statlander. She should be next in line. We could have Stat versus Hayter for the Women's World Championship, maybe at World's End, or maybe we'll get it at the beginning of the year or something. But it would be great. When we got the AEW World Trios match, and I give this a C. Why? Because LFI should have won. LFI should have won this match. LFI, in my opinion, should have won this match against the Ops. To me, it's just time for a new trio to step up and be the World Trios champions. I love the Ops, but LFI, in my opinion, should be the next World Trios championship. Them or the Demand, one of them, because they're, in my opinion, some hot trios going on right now and have risen and have gotten bigger and won over with the fans. So I enjoy this match. It was a great wrestling match, but I give it a C because the Ops lost. Or the Ops won the match and the LFI didn't, which they should have won, in my opinion. Hopefully they will later and get a rematch and get to win the World Trios Championship, or the Demand will win it. Ricochet and Gets Agony will win it later down the road. Maybe after the Demand versus the Hurt Syndicate, we will see them face for the AEW World Trios Championship. But that was your Dynamite for the night. We got Collision, and then we got Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly in a versus Daniel Garcia and Real Yuta in a great tag team match. I really did enjoy this tag team match. I give this tag team match a B+. It was a great tag team match, great professional wrestling, and I love Orange Cassidy. I love him. I'm so glad that Orange Cassidy is back in AEW, and hopefully we'll get to see him win some gold. Maybe even the AEW Men's World Championship. But we got to ride it out with Heyman Adam Page the rest of the year. Heyman Adam Page should remain AEW Men's World Champion, in my opinion, until Revolution. But we got to watch out because we have MJF lurking around with that contract. So we will see. But next, after that, we got Megan Bay versus Harley Cameron, and this was a really, really good women's match. Megan Bay versus Harley Cameron was really good. Megan Bay cut a promo before the match saying that Willow will bow before the Megasis. And also, Megan Bay should be the one to dethrone Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship. Congratulations to Mercedes Moné on being the longest reigning TBS champion. Now she has surpassed the record. But Megan Bayne should be the one to defeat her. We should have Megan Bayne built up, and she should be the one to dethrone Mercedes Moné with that TBS championship. And then maybe we'll see the downfall, and Mercedes Moné will lose all these championships, and then we'll be done with this. It was fun. It's fun. Mercedes Moné has put a name on herself by being Ultimo Monet or Ulti Monet, as someone put it on X that I seen. I thought that was pretty cool. But it's time. It is time. So I would like to see Megan Bayne win the AEW TBS Championship off of Mercedes Moné. I think she would be the right one to do so. In my opinion, maybe even Toni Storm win it. She'd be the TBS champion. But honestly, I think it should be Megan Bayne. She has become better and better. Not only in the ring, she's great, but she's great on the mic. So I would even mind seeing Harley Cameron win the TBS championship. She would be a great one to win. Willow. But this match to me was an A+ for the women. Probably my match for Collision. My match for the night of Collision. So I thought this was a great match. Then we have Bro Dito and Mark Briscoe versus Don Callis family again. So many members of the Don Callis family. We got Cal Fletcher, Rocky Romero, Lance Archer going up against Mark Briscoe and Brodito. This was a good trios match as well. We had the Alpha return, the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion return tonight. He was on Titantron, and you had Okada turn the television off while Konosuke Takeshita was cutting his cutting a video wishing Don Callis had a birthday and winning the IWGP World Championship for the Don Callis family. And it was interesting because Okada shut it off. So they're building Okada versus Takeshita for probably the AEW Unified Championship. And it would be cool to see Takeshita hold the Unified Championship and the IWGP World Championship. But we had the Rainmaker return in this match as well, and he took down, along with the Don Callis family, Brodito and Bart Briscoe. So this one, to me, was a solid B. Great match, though, but I enjoyed it. So great Dynamite, great Collision, 3 hours. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, in my opinion. Now we get to the WrestleDream. WrestleDream 2025. It will be on HBO Max as well. I'm glad that the pay-per-view is on HBO Max. We got the WrestleDream card here. This is in no particular order. No particular order at all. But we got some pre-show matches. We got FTR and Jet Speed. I got Jet Speed in that one. I think Jet Speed's going to win. We got Megan Bay, Penelope Ford against Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. I think Megan Bay and Penelope Ford will take that one, and they will defeat them. So I got Penelope Bain and Ford defeating Nightingale and Harley Cameron on that pre-show. And then we got Jamie Hayter versus Tekla. And I'm going to go with the upset, even though I hate to say this because I'm a huge Jamie Hayter fan. But I think Tekla's going to win this match, and she's going to get over in this match. So I got Tekla defeating Jamie Hayter at WrestleDream this Saturday. Next, we got Hurt Syndicate versus Ricochet and Gates of Agony, The Demand, and a trios match. And I think, honestly, I really do, I believe that the Gates of Agony, The Demand, will be winning this match. And I think this will be their step into in a direction to becoming the AEW World Trios Champions. I really do believe so. So I got The Demand, Ricochet, and Gates of Agony in this match. And then we got Young Buck versus Jurassic Express with $500K on the line. Money. Jurassic Express and the Young Bucks. This was a tough one. I think this one's a real tough one. But I'm thinking Jurassic Express. I think they're going to win. I think the Young Bucks are going to put them over, and it might be. I'm really hoping that this downfall for the Young Bucks will be leading to a to be reunited with the Elite, including with Heyman and Page. We have Omega, Page, and Young Bucks team up, and they can even go after the Don Callis family and many others. I think this would be great, especially for Kenny Omega. With a lot of his injuries, he could be in the trios, not have to do a full match 1-on-1. So I think this would be great. Team him up back with the Elite. We get the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Bucks back together, and Heyman and Page can even join them. Then we can have a good stable in AEW. And then we got the Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley I Quit match. And I got to say, I really do believe that Darby Allin is going to win this match. And he will even get some help. We might even see a surprise either return or debut. Maybe. But Darby Allin, I think, will win this match. Get Jon Moxley say I quit. Maybe we even see. Hold up. maybe we even see the Death Riders turn on Jon Moxley. This is their way to boot him out. Then he wins, and then Darby Allin wins, and Jon Moxley is out of the Death Riders. Maybe. Because this promo, the promo Darby cut on Collision, he was asking Jon Moxley to come back. To come back to what? Come back to the light. Team AEW instead of this Death Riders thing. I think that's what he's getting at, and maybe we'll see the turn of Jon Moxley, and he'll be back to the old school Jon Moxley we all know and love. Although I love this heel Jon Moxley. This heel Jon Moxley is just so good, man. Jon Moxley's great as a heel. Now we got Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe for the TNT Championship. And I'm going with Mark Briscoe with the upset, and I think he's going to win this championship. I think they're going to probably put the belt on Mark Briscoe. That's what I'm thinking. We got Mark Briscoe winning the TNT Championship, and he's going to be the new TNT champion. That's what I'm thinking. I know Kyle Fletcher's been TNT champion for about a couple months now. Maybe he won't. Maybe it will be a victory for him, and he holds that title a little longer. But I don't know. I just think it would be good for Briscoe to win an AEW championship, and the TNT championship just sounds right. So I got Mark Briscoe in this match for the upset. And then we got the AEW the Men's World Tag Team Championship, with Brody King, and Bandito going up against Konosuke Takeshita and Kazuchika Okada. And I got Brodito retaining the titles, and this is when Takeshita turns on Don Callis and Okada, and he walks out. And then we'll get the setup for at Takeshita at World's End, Takeshita versus Okada for the AEW Unified Championship, and I think Takeshita will win. Maybe when we get to see the title split, maybe Takeshita will be the Continental Champion. I don't know. But we need to find a way to split up these titles, because I would love these titles to be split. We have opportunities for titles around the board. So I got Brodito retaining. They're not losing the titles yet. And Okada and Takeshita will turn on Okada and betray the Don Callis family. I really do. And then now we got Chris Statlander and Timeless Tony Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship. And I got Statlander retaining. Maybe even have Tony Storm going some kind of downfall. I don't know. This will be her downfall. I don't know. But I think Statlander is going to retain. She is not losing this belt. She is going to retain this AEW Women's World Championship, and then Tony Storm will move on for the AEW Women's World Championship to something else, maybe the TBS Championship, or get in the tag team division with someone such as Mina Shirakawa or somebody else, and go for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championships that will be debuting shortly. Can't wait. And then finally, we got the AEW Men's World Championship match with Heyman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe. And I got my cowboy, Heyman Adam Page. I don't see Samoa Joe winning this. It would be cool. I wouldn't be too entirely upset, but I got Heyman Adam Page winning and retaining. Winning this match and retaining the AEW Men's World Championship. That's what I got. So that's my AEW WrestleDream predictions right there. And we got some good matches here. Young Bucks and Jurassic Express. That's going to be a really fun tag team match. Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley. It's going to be a bloody match in Extreme, and we're going to see some crazy stuff in that match. That's going to be fun. We got Hurt Syndicate versus The Man, Ricochet and Gates of Agony. I think that match is going to also be fun. Jamie Henry versus Tekla is going to be a banger. I think they're going to be they're going to have a great match in themselves. And then we also got Fletcher versus Briscoe. Is going to be a good match, but I think we'll get this moment here for Briscoe, and he wins, defeats Fletcher and wins the TNT Championship. That's what I'm thinking. And then we'll get to see Takeshita turn Okada and cost them the AEW World Tag Team titles, and then we'll have Brodito retaining. And then, of course, Statlander and Storm. Statlander, she's going to retain. I don't see them pulling the title off of her right now. And then we got, again, Paige versus Joe. And maybe I think we'll see the return of MJF here. And he will cash in. He will say he's cashing in that Casino Gauntlet contract at World's End, and maybe that's what we'll see. Page lose the title. We might even see him say he's cashing in for Blood and Guts. I don't know. But I got MJF returning in this match, and he will go after Page, attack him, and declare, like, yeah, I want to cash in this gauntlet, because he can't just randomly cash it in, because Tony Khan changed that. It is now he's got to cash it in, get at least a week in advance, and then we have the title match for the integrity of the sport, which is a nice twist to it. I like it. But Hangman Adam Page MJF returning and to attack Hangman Adam Page here, and then say he's going to cash in the gauntlet contract at Blood and Guts or at World's End. I think that's what we're going to get here. I really do. I think it's going to happen at WrestleDream, because WrestleDream is a place for another pay-per-view where a lot of these surprises can happen, and surprise returns, debuts. So I'm thinking right here we will see MJF return at the end here, and he will go up against. He will return at the end here, and he will declare that he's challenging for the Men's World Championship. So I think it's going to be great. Yo, Johnny, nice for you to join. You came a little late, though. I'm about to wrap it up. Just finished my predictions. Nice for you to join, brother. Comment. Let me know your predictions for WrestleDream this Saturday. But this was going to be a great pay-per-view. I do believe WrestleDream is going to be fun. It's going to have some great matches. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like the YouTube video. Subscribe to my YouTube. Trying to build that up. I'm at 254. Thank you for everyone who subscribed so far, and thank you to the future subscribers. I'm trying to get to at least 500 by the end of the year. The goal is 1,000, but at least 500. So help me out here to get me to 500 at least, but the goal is 1,000. I'm getting there at some point. I know I am. I appreciate everybody supporting me so far. Follow me on X, Twitter, Aaron Loves Wrestling. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Threads. And follow me on follow me on there. Subscribe to the YouTube again, and hit the like button. Comment. Let me know your predictions for WrestleDream this Saturday. Let me know what you think, who you think is going to win, any surprise returns, any surprise debuts, who you think you got turning on who, or who's going to come out with the upset. Let me know in the comments. Andrade, yes, I did hear about Johnny's contract. If you go look at my other video that I did a few minutes before Johnny, you can see my comments on that. In my opinion, Andrade should have read the fine print, and he should have known better to not have done what he done. If it's in the contract, you signed it, honor your end of the contract, and go. I don't like the 90-day non-compete clause. I think it's ridiculous in my opinion. If the wrestler leaves the company, if you release the wrestler from your company, I don't care which company it is, AEW or WWE, that wrestler should have the right to go wherever he or she would like to go without some ridiculous non-compete clause. And that's just my opinion. I think it's ridiculous. I do. You don't want to use them in your company. You don't want to utilize them, so let them go, and let them go to the other side if they wish to do so, or let them go wherever they want. Let them work. They get in this business to work. And in my opinion, if I'm a wrestler, I'm going to sign a contract where there's no 90-day complete clause. If you release me the next night, I can go anywhere I want to. That's just me. So I disagree with the 90-day complete clause, but if it's in the contract, which it was, Andrade should have honored it, and he should have waited to return at AEW at a later date, because you signed the contract, honor your end of the contract. That's just my opinion. No disrespect to Andrade. Love your brother. Respect you. A huge fan. But if that's in the contract, that's in the contract. If it's not, and TKO WWE doing some shady stuff here, then I don't know if we'll find that out or not. Yeah, Johnny, go check that out. Later, I had share some injuries that are happening in wrestling, the contract with Andrade, even a little bit of Rich Holland's contract and what's going on there, and then who I think should face John Cena as a final opponent, and who will be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion if Seth Rollins vacates the title due to his injury. So, but again, let me know what y'all think in the wrapping this up here. Thank y'all. Thank you, Johnny, for joining. Like this video, subscribe to Aaron loves wrestling. I just love wrestling. I love AEW. I love WWE. I love New Japan Pro Wrestling. I love TNA. I love CMLL. I love AAA. I love professional wrestling. It is my passion. I've been a professional wrestling fan since I was 11, 12 years oldish, ever since I watched WWE. And I just love professional wrestling. And if you love professional wrestling too, then subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe and look forward to future reviews. This is a positive review. I will give my criticisms of some things. I will, but it'll be done in a positive way. But if I enjoyed it and you didn't, it's okay. I respect that. Respect your opinion. If you disagree, you're like, I don't like it. If you don't like AEW, I respect that. It's okay. Let me know your criticism account. Let me know why you don't like it. Let me know why you're not a fan. Let me know. It's okay. Get out there. Get out there why you don't like it. What could change to get you to watch AEW? Because if we want to grow AEW, some things can change to attract other viewers. That's what I'm saying. But if you're a fan and you love AEW, like it the way it is, just like me, then subscribe. If you're a fan of WWE, subscribe. If you're a fan of New Japan, any wrestling company, even sports, if you're a fan of sports, then subscribe, get the videos out there. A big sports guy myself. How about them Cowboys, Duval, Jaguars, Texas Rangers, Dallas Stars, which is on a hot winning streak right now. I know it's only 4 games in the season, but they're 4-0. And I love me some basketball. Long, die-hard Dallas Mavericks fan here, but pull up for the Lakers just because of Luka. Still love my boy, but Mavericks overall. Love my sports. But most importantly, I love my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Yahweh, God, my Father. And I also have the Elite Bible devotions that I share here as well on the YouTube. Go check those videos out from some devotionals. I will be doing another one this weekend as well, and next week. So tune in for that, where we open up the Word of God and we read over His Word together and fellowship one another. So tune in for those episodes as well. I love all y'all. I appreciate everybody because I appreciate everybody helping me grow this brand. I started this thing a couple years ago, but really took it seriously late last year to early this year. Started doing some more videos and get more involved. And so I appreciate everybody's support. Appreciate everybody support me this whole time. Love all y'all. Appreciate y'all. Again, go follow me on my other socials. Go get yourself some Prince Nana coffee. The link's in the description. W Energy. And then go to idrink.com. That's I drink with a Q. Love this drink. And get yourself some of that. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Can't wait to see y'all for WrestleDream this weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Love all y'all. Peace out.
Lights go down, the bell's about to ring. Aaron's in the booth talking about everything from WWE to you, classics and the rest. You know he's got the passion and he's bringing you the best. Aaron loves wrestling, feel that